Hi, my name is Kelly Sierra. Today, we're going to be talking about gun rights. Don't take them away. I'm going to share with you a hypothetical situation. So imagine that it's 3 a.m. You hear a knock on the door. You will yourself awake and look at your wife who's still sleeping. You grab your handgun from the safe just in case and walk down the hall past your kids' bedrooms to realize your youngest isn't in bed. That's odd. The next thing you hear is glass breaking. Someone has broken into your house. You run down the stairs, and then everything happens so fast. A couple of intruders, one searching through the house, and the other has your baby girl. In this moment, the only relief you have, and in self-defense, is the handgun you are carrying in case it has to come to that. Yes, this is a hypothetical situation, but also, yes, these things do happen. And when they do, you want to be ready. In this paper, we're going to be discussing 3 different things. The first is our right as Americans to bear arms. 2, the increase of gun violence in America. And 3, our need for change. You see, our country is founded on freedom. It is a pride in the United States of America, especially considering when there's other countries who lack freedom altogether. There are certain rights as we have as citizens of the United States that support that freedom. One of these is the right to bear arms, which is a part of our Second Amendment. In 2008, the Supreme Court analyzed the history behind the Second Amendment. They concluded that it refers to the protection of an individual's right to possess firearms, specifically for lawful purposes, and this includes self-defense in the home. To take away this right, as many are suggesting we do, we're giving up a part of our freedom. We're giving the government more control. And we have to consider this because the United States Department of State defines freedom in this quote. See, independence, also called freedom or liberty, also represents the limited intervention of and control of the government on personal lives. This notion of independence comes directly from the Declaration of Independence. Mind you, these are things that our country is founded on. It's a part of our identity. Let's talk about it. The increase of gun violence. America is seeing an increase dramatically. According to the Pew Research Center and the statistics they are sharing, more Americans died of gun-related injuries in the year 2021 than any other year on record. That was just 2 years ago. This includes murders from guns and suicides by guns. And then according to Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, 52% of suicides are by firearms. Suffocation follows at 23%, poisoning and overdose at 18%, jumps at 2%, cuts at 2%, and other methods at 4%. If we take away the guns, who is to say the rest of the methods don't also go up in number? We are facing real facts of gun violence and death. But my question to you is, why does the solution to gun violence have to be the taking away of our rights? When you take away our guns, it's not just taking away an object. It's taking away a right. It's taking away a freedom. So let's go there for a minute. If we take away guns, people are not going to stop killing themselves or even others. They'll just find a different way to do it. This leads me to my next slide and my final supporting paragraph. We do need change. Something that people on both sides of this argument can agree with is that change is needed. And like I mentioned earlier, taking away guns won't stop people from killing each other. I believe we need to take a deeper look and start to ask the question, why? Why do people kill? Why do they want to? What is going on deeper that has led to this? What are the risk factors? And is it a mental health issue? Dr. Gurgis had this to say about the matter. The data suggests that while it is critical that we continue to identify those individuals with mental illness and substance use disorders at high risk for violence and prevention and preventing the perpetration of violence, other risk factors, such as a history of legal problems, challenges coping with severe and acute life stressors, and the epidemic of the combination of nihilism, emptiness, anger, and a desire for notoriety among young men seem a more useful focus for prevention and policy than an emphasis on serious mental health issues, which leads to public fear and stigmatization. If we take away guns, it doesn't solve the deeper issues. Yeah, we need change, but it's not necessarily the law or the amendment, at least, that needs to be changed. We have a generation that is hurting and struggling. And if you've ever heard this, hurt people. And we need to find a way to help them before they do something they regret. So in conclusion, gun violence, yes, is at an all-time high, but so are other factors that we need to consider, such as stress, anxiety, anger, gangs, violence, and more. While there are many debates on how to handle this, I don't believe that taking away a person's right to bear arms will solve the deeper issue. Because the issue doesn't lie within the gun. The issue lies within the person pulling the trigger. They abuse their right to the extreme. We can unite in agreement no matter what side you're on, that something needs to change. But let the change lie within helping the individuals. We have a right to defend ourselves. And just like the story I shared in the beginning, I want to be able to defend my home and my family if the need arises. Thank you.